My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Wildfrost. We've got Jundal, Gobbleback, and Zaza. Gobbleback is basically exactly the same as a character, almost exactly, save a little bit in the damage and health numbers. As a leader that I took relatively recently, not over the moon about the idea of taking them again. Jundal here has gained 3 shell on kill. That is just like a decent amount of support for that unit's health. They are in Snow Dweller, which makes me feel a little awkward because Snow Dweller I think is significantly less powerful than the other two. But let's give it a go. Alright, Jundal, you are definitely more of a Jazzy the Third kind of type. Let's go. I'm still gonna want Spike, I think, for the possibility of getting early combo on more than 1 or 2 different characters at the same time, because it gets so much better when it's 3 or 4. Let's head into our first battle. Oh, baby. How do I do this? So I want both the Pengoon and Chungoon to die in the same round, all 3 in fact. In 6 turns time? If I wanted to wait that long, all of them will attack? I think that's too far. I can't kill Chungoon next round. I don't think there's anything that lets me kill Chungoon next round. Yeah, there's nothing. So I think I have to let both of these Pengoons survive the next round, dealing 1 damage to Jazzy, and then in 4 rounds time, I try and take out the Chungoon. So in order to take out the Chungoon in 4 rounds time, I mean, that's just Scrappy Sword over the course of each of those turns will get that for me. If I have to do it in 4 turns time as well, then I don't want Jazzy to attack, so I'm not even going to be using the Sun Rod. Yeah, I guess. I'm just going to Scrappy Sword the Chungoon. Let both of you attack Jazzy. I could cycle right now. Which I think is probably right. And then I don't want to take this 2 damage against Chungoon, but I do want to have someone bigger for Big Peng in the future. Let's get a Woodhead down on the top line. I guess it can go on the bottom, that's fine. Okay, Pengoon, Pengoon, both of those are attacking Spike and dying this turn. I kill the Chungoon with a Scrappy Sword. And there we go. Both snow sticks up soon. I can take 6 health away from the Wattle Goon. I feel like that's basically the worst way to do it. I'm just gonna let Jazzy kill the goblin on the top line, and I'm gonna use a scrappy sword earlier. And while I do want to do more damage to this Wattle Goon, I don't want Spike to take that many hits. Throw a Flame Water on Jazzy. I'll cycle here. So currently I'm set up such that 2 rounds after all of the new units are included, so all of the Pengoons, I will have Jazzy attack and all the Pengoons attack, which means I can line up, hopefully, 5 kills at the same time. Big peg. So I can get 4 of you down at the same time by freezing Wattle Goon, annoyingly. Actually, if I'm willing to let Spike die here, I can get the 5th kill. I let all the Pengoons attack Spike, and then use my scrappy sword and Jazzy to take out the Wattle Goon. I'm very happy to do this, because the 5th kill gives me plus 20. Which basically pretty quickly becomes the only number that matters. Sunrod on Jazzy for attack speed. We can cycle for either more freezing or more sunrods. Freezing first, sunrods later. Get him, Jazzy! Pretty good choice, as it turns out, to have taken Spike here, though it's worth noting there are, other opening combats it could have been where Spike would not have been as good a choice. I'm going to take this opportunity to try and give myself some units to play with. I just don't think Pyrrha does anything at a reasonable speed. 6 spice to ally ahead? 6? I mean, maybe if they had Smackback. Colonel gives some shell. Jazzy has some shell. We could try and get more shell in this run. I like it. Let's take Colonel. Alright, Treasure, what do you got? I don't often play with the grabber. And it's not going to change because I'm taking the berry blade, but the grabber would have been cool too. Possibly. Ooh, hello. Got a couple frontliners here, maybe? I mean, Colonel with Big Berry is a really useful kind of, like, sustaining line. That said, it's a sustaining line that doesn't really have a damage choice at the moment. Fungan, I do like the idea of letting you get all big and beefy. Having a berry blade certainly makes Fungan a much easier pickup. I've used Big Berry significantly more than Fungan, but I do think Big Berry's probably better right now. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Spike does not need that crown just yet. Give it to someone like a Big Berry. Ooh! Will you turn against your friends and allies for me, Big Berry? Can you do your duty? Colonel, go there. I'm gonna freeze the Earthberry on the top line. Actually, do I freeze you or do I use a Woodhead? Because if I freeze you, you'll still attack on the same turn as Jazzy, which is the worst case scenario for me. So I'm gonna use the Woodhead on the top line to block this Earthberry. And in general, the idea is I dig now into my deck for the Sunrod and I play it on Jazzy next turn. So that I get the double kill here. And not only do I get the double kill, but Jazzy gets 3 shell from killing the Earthberry, and the Berry Witch on the bottom line gives 3 shell to Big Berry in the back line, and then that Big Berry gives 2 health to the Colonel, who otherwise lost it. Real useful way there for us to gain a big advantage on board. So now everyone's attacking in 4 turns time, so I definitely want to try and line up as many kills as possible for that. So if I use Snow Stick on both the Snowburb and the Earthberry, I can set up Big Berry kills the frontline Earthberry, Colonel kills the backline Snowburb, and then Jazzy kills the topline Earthberry all on the same turn. But I can also do this in a way where I get more shielding. And that's using the Berry Blade on the Earthberry on the bottom line and allowing them to attack instead. And then I can freeze the Snowburb with the Snow Stick. This all resolves to give me the ability to use the Snow Stick to keep the Gobbling around right now. Dig into the deck to draw Spike right now. Doesn't seem that important. What does? Cycling to an Earth Berry? Yeah! Actually, cycling to... Ah, dang. If I got Berry Blade out of that, I think I would have been able to get all of the kills. Jazzy takes Earth Berry... Sorry. No, wait. Colonel takes... No, wait. Berry, Colonel, Jazzy, and then Big Berry takes out the Goblin in the backline. Yeah, I could have gotten all of them in that way. That would have been sick. Oh well. God, it would have been so good if I could have done that. Oh well. Give some extra damage to Jazzy. I mean, this is an absolute classic. I'm just gonna constantly freeze the Goblin. Keep as much of this money as you'll let me have. So I'm playing something this turn. I think it should be a Scrappy Sword on the Goblin, who's going to get a little bit more health from Berry Witch's attack here. And then Berry Witch attacks Colonel... I mean, Jazzy should just stay in the line for the extra health. Big Berry... Colonel takes out the Goblin, Big Berry takes out the Berry Witch, as long as it gets a little bit of extra help here. And I think it's almost impossible for me not to draw any damage that's relevant. Unfortunately, this might be the least amount of relevant damage I could have drawn. Yeah, it's good enough still. The least relevant source of damage, rather, that I could have drawn, maybe. That's the best way to express that. I'm just going to freeze the Queen Globbery so that you have significantly less damage next time you try. Quick Berry Blade. And then I'll let Big Berry take you out. I see Big Berry here as more of a revolutionary figure than one of the monarchy. I think I already have like a pretty solid base, so I can afford to go north. Ooh, decent amount of money there. We also get a charm, and then a shop afterwards for some more charms. This was a crown, obviously. Shroom Charm. I don't know where that goes just yet, but it seems good to me. Ooh, Pinkberry Juice. It's also Demon Heart. Apply Demon Eyes, but also restore 7 health to a unit. Honestly, if I'm taking Pinkberry Juice, I'm also taking the Demon Heart. Would make the most sense. Definitely taking the Pinkberry Juice, definitely taking a charm. Ooh, apply 3! -2 health to the character, though. Oh, wow. I really don't think I have the person who wants to hold that yet. I'm gonna take another charm. Remove charm limit. Chuckle charm. All right, I'm pretty ready for a character to be the Poison Lord. I'm gonna take the Demon Heart for some extra access to health on my units that might already be quite healthy at some point in the fight. We go to the boss. I don't think I need any of these charms to get through it. And I think I'm still looking for another unit from Frozen Traveler who will hold these charms best. I'm gonna throw a Pinkberry Juice on Colonel before I really consider much else. Unfortunately, the Snowbow's attacking aimlessly. I can't guarantee that it has the ability to attack Colonel without removing the ability for Colonel to actually provide a benefit to anyone. So I just got a 50-50 it right here. That Winter Worm on the top line doesn't look particularly kind. I'm gonna freeze you. Dang. Berry Blade is basically reserved for after Bamboozle attacks our line, because the Berry Blade against Bamboozle will heal both of the units in front of it. Which means I'm planning to be here for a lot longer than I thought. Hey, good work, Colonel. Continue invalidating that Winter Worm. Do I really want to split you into Bam and Boozle literally right now? Almost not at all, but also at the same time, yes? Boozle on the top line attacking soon is not great. Perfect position for a spike to be in. What if this? Just let both those Snowbows attack a spike. I'm gonna freeze Boozle on the top line as well, I think. Prevent them from acting for a decent amount of time here. So next turn, both of the Snowbows on the bottom line attack. They die if they hit Spike. I could also set up Colonel to be able to kill Boozle next turn. With the Sun Rod here. Sure, I'll use Demon Heart on Colonel for some extra HP. Pretty happy with the 3-time kill combo, to be honest. As for Bam on the bottom line, I think using a Woodhead to block one of your hits and letting you otherwise still hit Colonel is probably our best approach there. Cycle. Don't think I can kill multiple units this turn on the top line, unfortunately. I could definitely kill a single one, though. And it'd be the Winter Worm. Makes our future a lot more reliable, I think. Use the Berry Blade on the Winter Worm so that I have enough damage to take it out. Yep, all of the spots were refilled, so this turns out to have been correct, I believe. So next turn, Snowbow and Baby Snowbow will both attack on that top line, so can I line up a second kill alongside that? And it has to be on a line where units don't have to worry about the attack. Oof. That's actually not great. I'm gonna set up Big Berry to attack on the same turn. And now, like, 3 units at the same time is reasonably possible, so Snowbow I could just take out with a Scrappy Sword, and then I could literally just watch the rest of this occur. Snowbow randomly attacks. Doesn't matter who Snowbow attacks. If it attacks Spike, then we're all fine. If it attacks anyone else, we're all fine. So Colonel either uses its damage against Snowbow or wastes its damage against Porcupine. I could prevent this from being a problem by using a Scrappy Sword on the enemy if I really wanted to. I think I don't want to do that, though. I think I want to make sure that units have enough health to survive the possibility of Bam doing a double strike again. Beautiful. Allowing myself to score 6 damage on the bottom line here seems good to me. Cycle through the deck. I'm gonna Sunrod Jazzy. Setting it up so that 3 turns from now is our kill turn. Colonel there. So Colonel is taking 13 damage this turn, giving a huge amount of shielding to the units behind them. And then next turn, I have an attack for 6, an attack for 6, and an attack for 3. So I can use 2 Scrappy Swords to confirm my kills, I believe. 1 Scrappy Sword this turn. Right? So we'll do 6 damage to Bam, 6 damage to the Snow Gobbler, and then 3 damage to Grouchy after that. I think this is my best first 2 fights ever. Solid. My companion limit being slightly higher doesn't feel like an awful thing, but it doesn't feel like I need it yet, and, you know, Spike is an easy cut. I'm going to take the redraw bell counter down because I have a couple of cards in my deck that I want to play more consistently. Well, I mean, I was going to go probably on the south side anyway. I really want to go to another Frozen Traveler. Chumpum deals additional damage based on its thorns. Kind of funnily, a Truffle Charm and a Shroom Charm on Demona, who applies Demonize and then 4 Shroom at the same time. That does 8 damage. And that's every 3 turns that Demona can do that. And then the next turn, it does 3 damage as well. Very good anti-boss tech. Admittedly, it feels like this is one of the perfect opportunities to take Chompum, and I don't often have those, unfortunately. I'm taking Chompum. Sorry, buddy. You're too good. Let's take a crown. There's no crown on Spike. Never mind. We don't need to take it off of you because you never had one. This treasure, eh? What are you going here? Ouch. I don't want any of this. Moko Totem for Spice that I don't end up using. Spice Sparklers. It's 2 damage to the items in my hand. Don't really want to do that either. Heartforge when an ally is healed. Unfortunately, Shell doesn't count as healing. So that would be a relatively small amount of health that it'd ultimately get. I mean, maybe it'd be pretty big eventually. Maybe it's time to take the Heartforge, because I've taken the Bling Bank before. I've never taken the Heartforge. Sure, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna go to the Woolly Snail now. Claim for myself a broken vase. Gosh, I still don't know who should try and use these. I almost feel like it should be Jazzy, but it also feels like it should be someone who attacks much more commonly. I'm gonna hold out opportunity here. I think it's entirely possible I still find something that can wield all of those better. Alright, next battle. Remarkable. Thank you, Jabjo. I'm gonna put a Colonel and a Chompum on the top line, and then we're just gonna absolutely smack enemies around. So on turn 3, I'm going to be capable of killing one of these enemies already. If I use a Sun Rod and then 2 Scrappy Swords, I can try and take out... Because the Jabjote will buff Chompum enough that Chompum kills the Jabjote, and then the other Jabjote needs to die too. So if I get Jazzy attacking at the same time as Chompum, and then use 2 Scrappy Swords, I can set that up. Hell yeah. I don't really need to cycle right now. I'm gonna drop a Heartforge on the field and get ready for my Berry Blade, I think. So Pygmy on the top line. Probably the next turn where I kill a bunch of enemies is... probably 4 turns from now, to be realistic. So I think I Berry Blade Gok. So the Chompum on the bottom line is going to be capable of taking out the Gok there, which is fine. Unless I want Chompum to try and work on the Gok now? And then I'd do something like this, I guess? So one of the... yeah, I think this is the way... no, yeah, I think this is the way that I need to do it, actually. Cycle quickly. I could take the Gok out this turn if I use the Pinkberry Juice on Chompum. I believe that would give them enough spice to get the kill. But I don't think I need to do that. Who does want extra damage right now? Colonel. Okay, so we've got a Jabjote giving me, unfortunately, extra charges of Demon Eyes while it's attacking, but that's okay. That'll have to be. Jazzy, do you have 7 health, 4 health to restore? You do. So if I Demon Hearted Jazzy right now, actually, you get the full 7 even if you don't get benefit from the full 7 restoration. Neat. So we'll see here that each of my units is capable of killing someone right now. I can kill everything except for the Pygmy, and then the Pygmy is a very easy character to try and kill with the next wave. Which honestly means I probably put down something like Woodhead. It's fine, it won't take damage. 1, 2, 3, Quick cycle here. Yeah, so I'm incapable of not killing right now. Unless I want to freeze my Chompum. Not especially. Use a Berry Blade to attack the Porcupine in the backline, getting some Heart Forge value. So now Pygmy is capable of dying in this upcoming turn. So when all of my units attack at the same time, ideally. I can line them all up to attack at the same time specifically with the Sun Rod. But I'd have to do that on a later turn. I think I start snow sticking the mutton head. I'm fine with being constantly demonized, it's not a problem. So, next turn, Colonel attacks, Chomp 'em, big attacks. Yeah, I don't really have much choice about what happens next turn, unfortunately. So Chomp 'em, if you're attacking for 20 damage, plus another 3, 23 damage, then 6 will finish the mutton head. Oh, but I don't need Porcupine to attack. I'm gonna freeze Porcupine because I don't want it to hit Chomp 'em. Okay. So if I hasten Jazzy... Oh god, that actually changes everything immediately. Because Jazzy will be the first unit to attack in that turn order. So Jazzy will immediately take out Pygmy. And then that prevents Pygmy from giving the extra damage to Colonel and Chomp 'em. Unfortunately, I can't get all of them down at the same time. Alas. I'll run away with my 73. Hopefully there's not a shop. Gosh, if there was a shop, I would have lost my mind. Let's go to this treasure. Shroominator and Shroomine, as well as the bite box. When anything shroom, double the amount and lose a shroom. I mean... Screw it. I've never taken the Shroomine? Let's take the Shroomine. I'm gonna go for a Charm Merchant. Thankfully I didn't immediately click, or rather, if I did, and I did, but it didn't do anything. Nutshell Cake, unfortunately, not useful for me. It would not kill Chomp 'em, thankfully, but it would freeze the unit for a turn. Scrap Charm, though, adding a health to the Shroominator seems pretty good. For a longer term kind of fight. Let's do it. Okay, and then we go to the Muncher to disclude 2 cards from the deck. Certainly Scrappy Swords. Do I want to go into the next battle before I put the charms on someone, though? It feels like they go on Big Berry if they go on anyone. Right now. But it also feels like I don't need them just yet, and it's still theoretically possible I find a Frozen Traveler who is a better fit for us. In this fight, the Shriminator just blocks 4 instances of damage for us, which, hey, if Woodhead is good enough at 1, this is more than good enough, a couple times over even. That said, do I want to draw quickly in order to get to Heartforge and Pinkberry? Yeah, that could be pretty good. I think so. Unfortunately, Smog on the top line has a Teeth Charm as well as the Teeth from Marrow. So Smog on the top line is just a nightmare for us right now. Walking nightmare. I should have put Tompum on the top line there. Oops. That was actually the intention as well. What about this? So Colonel takes 2 hits and dies. Yeah, what do we think about that? Oh no, because Marrow will actually strike on the top line. That's fine. So Colonel hits, or is hit by Grumble and then hits Grumble back, taking them out. Chompum gets extra health, and then Big Berry attacks the top line with 5 damage randomly. But if I use the Sun Rod on Chompum, they'll attack with 7 damage to a random target on the top line. Possibly setting up the kill if both Chompum and Big Berry go for Smog. Set it up as best I could right there, hopefully. I'm going to redraw right now, knowing that Berry Blade would be the sickest draw of all time. I'm so sad it's not Berry Blade. Because, like, Jazzy attacking the wrong unit is a nightmare. I could also just freeze the smog on the top. No, Shriminator is the right unit. Have another blocker available. I did kill the goblin, so I got some additional health there on the bottom line. I'm going to use a Demon Heart on Colonel in order to give them a bunch of extra damage, as well as give them a Demonize that is going to get pretty quickly cleared. Now Chomp'em is a successful unit. Can act independently. They'll be able to do 10 damage to a random unit on the top line, which is pretty ideal. Gonna freeze Smog up here. Honestly, just to get to my next hand. We took out Smog, that's fine. Marrow hits Colonel. I'm gonna quickly cycle here. Yeah, because I'd love to have a way to finish off all of these enemies. I could put Big Berry on the top line, and if I use a Pink Berry Juice on Big Berry, I can get them 4 extra damage, so they'll be ready to kill Marrow in the front line, and then Colonel is killing Chomp'em on the bottom line as well. Sounds great to me. Honestly, Heartforge is a lot better than I thought it was, and it's because it works with Pinkberry. For some reason, didn't think it did. Mortal only triggers when hit, so you can happily kill the Shriminator for me, thank you. Again, most attacks are in 4 turns time-ish. The Berry Blade there, Smog, getting some extra damage on Big Berry on the top line. And now I can use Sunrod to get Big Berry to attack at a reasonable speed here. Yeah, this should be a good way to take out 2 units. At the absolute least. It's going to be difficult to take out Grumble before we take out Morjaw. That's going to take some doing. Okay, certainly one way to achieve it would be a Demon Heart to set up your... what's the word I'm looking for here? Demonize? I can't have Colonel taking all of the damage here, unfortunately. Yeah, I was going to use the Berry Blade on Grumble in the back line, restoring 6 health to my Colonel. Unfortunately, if I do that, the enemies will kill me. I almost need someone who isn't attacking this turn. Which unfortunately then removes the utility of the Berry Blade target that I had so carefully set up. I'm gonna use a snow stick on Morjaw this turn. And still let Chomp'em gain the damage. Great. And now I'll use a Berry Blade on Grumble to get 6 health and 6 spice to my Colonel in the front line. Cycle towards Sunrod. Oh, there's a snow stick in there, that's fine. Yeah, cycle towards that. Let's Sunrod Big Berry, so they're all acting on the same turn. Great. I think this is right. So Morjaw and Grumble each attack. Big Berry kills Morjaw, and then Colonel kills Grumble. Get him, Colonel. Even had damage left over. Oh, just short! Never mind. We actually do get some money from a Bling Snail Cave. Thank you muchly. Man, I'm not going to be able to do Shroominator on anything else. I go to my treasure. Shelbo. I've got to take the Lumen Goop, unfortunately. Head to the Woolly Snail to pick up my next crown. I think I take the Spore Pack. I'm definitely taking the crown. Lumen Vase. If I take the Spore Pack and give it the Shroom Charm, I can't give it the Truffle Charm, unfortunately, because the Truffle Charm is only for units, because it has to affect their health value as well. But if I gave the apply 3 Shroom Barrage, Lumen Vase, that's 6 Shroom Barrage, and then if I have the Shroominator out, it's 12 Shroom in Barrage. That is, for Final Fight, that's an incredible setup. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. Alright, Spore Pack, why don't you get in the deck? I'm still gonna hold off on using the Truffle Charm because I might give that to someone else. But I think I should probably just put the Shroom Charm on the Spore Pack. Alright, boss. What do you got for us, buddy? Oh, severe poison vulnerability, I see. Now, unfortunately, I do have to put someone on the line that's going to be vulnerable here. They're freezing the backline Kronka. Doesn't seem like an ideal play here, unfortunately. Honestly, I think I just want to cycle past these to get to my Shroominator and Spore Pack at the same time. Okay. Let's put the Shroominator down. Chompum's currently intending to take the Grink out wholesale, which is very nice. Krunker's not going to be stopped for that long. I can stop you for 2 turns. Stop you for 1 turn to start with. And then push through 2 damage against you. I'm also going to use a Spore Pack, maybe? Honestly, I should probably use the Spore Pack after another action. So... yeah, let's get Big Berry some more health. And do another damage to the Krunker at the same time. Okay. So... Jazzy goes on a different line. Now we've just got Big Berry taking 8 damage here, unfortunately, but if that's what they got to do, that's what they got to do. And then I can throw a Spore Pack on the bottom line. I lose my Shroomine, unfortunately, as a result. But this Spuncher, and Krunker will all die on the same turn right now. I shouldn't cycle until I've already played my Pink Berry Juice, I think. Chompum kills Spuncher on the top line with the extra armor they have access to there. Honestly, Colonel, you giving some extra armor to Big Berry so that they can survive as well as deal damage seems nice. I'm gonna freeze Krunker. Now it'll die this round. There you go, Krunker. Ooh, nice positions targeted, thank you. So, Colonel on the top line would do no damage in response, which means I'm definitely not killing the Grink. Well, I guess I could kill the Grink if I dropped a Spore Pack as well. Actually, I'm gonna Lumen Vase the Spore Pack to try and get ready to kill more units. So 6 damage to all of these positions you intend to do. Including a Grink and the Ice Forge on the top line. Which means I can take down 2 units this turn. I can even take down 3 if I use the Spore Pack on the bottom line right now. They lose their Grink, and their Ice Forge, and their other Grink. Okay, Jazzy, you can try and push some damage through here for us, buds. If I throw a Berry Blade at the Krunker, I can get a bunch of health for my Big Berry and Colonel. But if I use a Heart Forge before that, I can also get some damage. And then I probably don't need it after that anyway, so I can just let it die. Spike Wall even attacks back the Krunker for us. It died... Was that at the end of the turn? Yeah, it was at the very, very, very end of the turn. Got it. Yeah, unfortunately, if I don't take any of these units off the field, the Krunker is... The Krunker's gonna die this round if I do that. But how likely am I gonna be able to kill multiple units anyway? You know what? I'm gonna give it a chance. Throw Big Berry back in there. Throw Colonel back in there. Throw Chomp'em back in there. And then I'll speed up Jazzy to attack the round after all of the additional units arrive. And yeah, this is lethal. Krunker. In fact, you even kill the Porcupine if I Demon Heart it. So Krunker kills the Ice Lantern, and then the Porcupine, and then itself. 3-time kill combo. Very worth it. I'm never gonna have the opportunity to put another companion in this deck anymore. Card draw. I can't rely on that being a thing I ever want to do, though, so... Better safe than sorry. Let's go for the Charm. I have enough money for a crown already, so that's all I really mind, all I really care about right now. Add Frenzy and -2 damage. I mean, if I could put that on Chomp'em, I would put that on Chomp'em, but I can't put that on Chomp'em, so I won't put that on Chomp'em. I am probably going to put the Truffle Charm on Big Berry. So Moko Charm going there wouldn't be beyond the pale. You know what? Let's do it, Big Berry. I think you're ready. And if I need to give you a Chuckle Charm so I can give you multiple charms in the future, I will do, but I don't imagine I am going to be in that position. I forgot about the opening here. Lumen Vase does not need a crown right now. I can let one of the bursters attack Colonel without there being a problem. Enough Flame Water Big Berry, who's going to be attacking with Frenzy. So the Burster in the front line hits Colonel. Gives 6 backwards. Chompum attacks for 9 shell as well as 1 damage, doing 10 damage to the Burster in the front line. If I want to get a second kill at the same time, I'm going to need the Sun Rod. I need to freeze that crab on the top line pretty significantly as well. I don't want to be beyond the point where I continue wanting to make money. Yeah, I don't see a different way out of this one, unfortunately. You know, one way I can think of is I snow stick my own Colonel multiple times so it never actually gets to attack, and then I just take it off the field at some point. Okay, I do need to play 2 more cards before I get away from this hand at the absolute least. I think one of them's a snow stick on the crab on the top line. You know what? I will snow stick Colonel. I forgot the speed at which those things were going to activate, so I was about to let Colonel live. Can't have that. Can't have that. Let's make sure to get the Heartforge out so that Big Berry is actually giving a bunch of extra damage to the field. Unfortunately, that means Colonel attacks with 5 damage, which is not exactly what I wanted, but it's fine. Honestly, the Spore Pack on the top line just to start working on those block instances consistently seems great. I think maybe I should just take Colonel off the field right now. I don't think I need you to be there. I'm gonna get Big Berry to attack earlier to help me take out the Crawler, and in doing so, get some extra damage for all of us. Eight damage. Who wants to block 8 damage on the top line by themselves right now? Honestly, it's probably Shroominator. Because then Shroominator can also block the Burster on the bottom line this turn. Lumen Bars. Alright, yeah, let's cycle. definitely want Lumen Vase on Big Berry before they attack. Let's get Colonel out on the field. Hello, Numbskull. I mean, some additional health for Colonel's never really going to go too far astray. Same for Jazzy as well, though. Let's get you above 8, so I don't have to worry about you suddenly dying to something absurd that I didn't foresee. I want you to die into something absurd that I do foresee, thank you. I'm gonna use a Berry Blade to set up the kill on the crab in the front line so that Big Berry doesn't die trying to kill that unit. And instead I just get a bunch of spice on the top line from my Heartforge. Spicy play. Having a Spore Pack active to start working on the Numbskull on the bottom line seems useful. Someone's got to start working through all your HP. Now that burster in the back line. Honestly, I could just let both of them attack and be pretty happy about it. Because then I can just throw Colonel back. Heck, I could even just give them a bunch of health. I'll freeze the crab on the top line. It's acting too soon for my tastes. Chomp 'em do big hit. Let's quickly use a Sun Rod to get Big Berry to heal up a bunch of units there. Okay. Quick cycle. I'm gonna Lumen Vase the Spore Pack. I'm probably just throwing... Wait, throwing? No, I can't throw that unit. Hey, it's fine. It does 5 damage. It can't really cause too much of an issue, that Colonel. I'm gonna throw some poison up on all these. Yeah, that is pretty much basically the worst it could have done to me. And it still doesn't really matter at all. I'm gonna freeze the Burster so I don't have to worry about another stack of haze on any of my characters. Yeah, now we just work our way through the rest of your HP, Numbskull. I think Chomp'em's got a pretty good idea about how to do that. Get him, buddy. Okay, so we have the opportunity to spend money in the north, or not that. Mobile campfire probably doesn't seem right. Increase turn by 1, turn timer that is. When shelled, gain damage, gain spice instead. I don't think that's good, actually. While active, +3 damage to all the allies in the row. Not really how I want you to work. Cake Charm. I mean, that, yeah. You definitely come along for the ride. You probably go on the Spore Pack. The final fight's going to be really interesting. Effectively, I get to choose one of the lines to immediately remove from the game. Increase counter by 1 and damage by 3. Is there someone I want to attack less frequently, maybe? I think I do want the shell. I need health. I gain my own health in other ways. Yeah, I don't think Moose Charm on Big Berry makes sense here. I honestly don't think I want any of them to attack slower. I don't think I want any of this. Oh, I will, however, buy the Peppernut Charm, because I don't think I've ever bought that charm before. Alright, treasure. I guess it's Slapcrackers. Do I want to risk putting Ice Dice in this deck? I think Slapcrackers can at least help me with some clunkers. Yeah, so in general, the idea, I think, is Cake Charm go on Spore Pack. This is for the final fight that I'm talking about this setup, right? So it's Lumen Vase on the Spore Pack, Lumen Vase, Spore Pack, and Shroomine all need crowns. That's it. We go into the final fight, Spore Pack. It will have 8, 16, it will do 32 poison to all 3 units on one of the lines. I probably want to remove the inability to shuffle my units, because if I can shuffle my units, then suddenly I don't think anything matters again. How likely am I to play this multiple times in the upcoming fight? I think it's possible that I still give you the Cake Charm early. When shelled, gain damage instead. No, shells are really important still. Honestly, I think we're set. Now, what do I want to do with respect to the crowns for the final fight? I feel like getting Colonel and Chomp 'em out early is really important. I feel like the Lumen Vase doesn't need to be out on the field at that same point in time. However, the Heartforge was ridiculously impactful. Mega Mimic intends to attack, how dare you? I think an appropriate play here is a Spore Pack for the top line, preventing the Grink and Grizzle from ever getting to act. And then I start working on the Mega Mimic on the bottom line. Sick. Mega Mimic down. Yeah, let's get some additional health on Big Berry, I think. Also losing Grizzle on the same turn. Frost Guardian intends to do 2 damage to a target. If I put down the Shroominator, Oh no, but then you'll be losing life at a rate that I'm not capable of controlling. Oh, but you're going to be doing that anyway because I'm putting Shroom down anyway. Ugh. Alright, I'm going to put the Shroominator down. Allowing Big Berry to poison this unit up something fierce. Now I'm going to give the Lumen Vase to... to Big Berry was the thought. But I'm going to need to be able to take out Bigfoot as soon as is possible. I can get 7 extra damage on Jazzy right now. No, not especially useful. I'm gonna Demon Heart Big Berry. For an extra 7 there. And... then I'm gonna... Plum needs to die. But Frost Guardian's going to replace itself in its own position, so Plum is just still going to be there and powerful, unfortunately. The Sunrod Big Berry. Taking out the Bigfoot. Working on the next unit. Chompum helps us out. Plum intends to attack this turn, has 25 damage. Yeah, it definitely feels like I put down a Woodhead and just block this hit. Honestly, letting Big Berry take this hit on the bottom line and only losing 4 HP for it seems good. Do I throw away from this hand, or do I put the Lumen Vase on Big Berry? I'm gonna put the Lumen Vase on Big Berry. Yeah! Quick cycle here. Okay. I do want the Big Berry on the top line to have enough damage to be able to take out these units no matter what. So if I use a Berry Blade, I can make sure of that. Now, Plum doesn't need to attack this turn, necessarily. Letting Big Berry kill multiple units on the top line seems much nicer. I can lose the Heartforge. I don't want to lose the Heartforge. I'm going to lose some health on Chompum from the Frost Guardian, and I'll personally freeze Plum. Oh no! I forgot about the barrage on the top line, so we lost Colonel. some additional health to Big Berry. There's just a lot of units intending to attack arrow on the bottom line, eh? I think I should freeze the plum. And then I'll only take 12 damage to Big Berry. Eminently survivable stuff. Oh, Spike Wall? With a rock hog behind it! Oh, that's a nightmare. Because I need the freeze for plum at the moment. God, I might actually be screwed. Next turn, the Frost Guardian and Plum are both attacking twice. I can't take out the Rock Hog. In fact, I'm exactly short. I would need to Demon Heart and then Berry Blade in order to do 6 damage to it. Just short of being able to kill it. I'm actually stumped. Spike Wall with the Rock Hog. Snow Stick? Neither of those are available at the moment, unfortunately, so I can't try and push my way through a Spike Wall or anything. I think I'm dead. I desperately did not want to be. But the fact that I left this Plum and now it's here with Frenzy from the Rock Hog is just way too much. So if I have to cycle away from this hand in order to get a freeze for the next turn, is there any way I live after that? So, Frost Guardian hits Chompum twice, kills Chompum. Plum would be frozen. No hand here saves me, so I didn't get the second freeze. That's nightmare material right there, unfortunately. Yeah, if I don't freeze Plum, I lose, so freeze Plum. Booba Bear can hit Jazzy twice, that's fine. Jazzy should definitely try and pitch some damage in here. If I cycle, I get to my Snow Rod again, and Snow Rod... I don't think I can do this long enough. I'm gonna give it my college best, though. Yeah, here's why I can't do it enough. This turn, Frost Guardian takes out 2 units, including the Big Berry. I'm gonna freeze Plum. There goes Big Berry. There's no goddamn way I can do anything against the... Pink Berry Juice? No, that's gonna save me. Oof. This spike wall with a rock hog behind it that I just couldn't do anything to? Good God. There you go. There you go, Frost Guardian. Yeah, pretty much the worst case scenario right there, unfortunately. I gotta say, the deck was gonna absolutely rock the final enemies. Alas, we didn't manage to make our way there, as we had one plum ruin all of our dreams. I really thought I had a lot more potential in that final fight. Unfortunately, the compound... I'm not going to call it a mistake of letting the Plum get damaged in the first place, because I needed to work my way through the Frost Guardian. I wasn't going to be able to get past the Frost Guardian in order to kill the Plum first, unfortunately, because I didn't have range. I mean, without any barrage or big damage units that I just had the ability to suddenly play, that's really what ended up killing us there. Another thing that actually would have saved us, maybe, would be if the poison was still in the deck by that point. But I'm not certain I could have foreseen that. Unfortunately, that's the way it goes sometimes. Hey, for the moment, though, my name's Rhapsody, the name of the game. Well, you better believe that's been Wildfrost. Top left is a series playlist for all my content in the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendation down below, string past the names of the people. Nope. On the page, there we are some of the names of the people from the Republic Patron, specifically those above the specially thanked tier. And a special thanks this episode to Jazz.